Hey guys, it's Felicia and Michael here. You can't see her, she's over here.
I'm coming.
But we're doing Never Have We Ever or something like that.
Never have I ever.
Whatever.
Yeah.
But we're doing that, and
it's gonna be a little while for these videos are up that we're doing because our internet is out.
but we decided we're gonna do videos because we're bored, and because we've been planning on doing this for a couple of days now, but we had some shiz going on.
And I work, so.
Yeah, and we just been wanting to get more videos out anyway, so we're doing it. So I'm gonna start out.
Okay, go ahead.
And have you
You go never have I ever.
oh my god, okay. Never have I ever, or never have you ever. I don't know what.
It's
Just
both of us.
what do I say?
You just go never have I ever and then do the question you're wanting. But
Okay.
the question goes for you too. You answer it too. We both
Oh,
answer
okay. I did not know how I was doing this.
Okay.
Never have I ever been on jury.
Man on jury.
Like trial or whatever, you know, whatever that is.
Can you see it?
I don't know.
It's like too bright in here.
Yeah.
Maybe I should have wrote it with a marker. Hang on. I want to write it on a marker.
Alright.
Anyway, that's have not for me.
And me. I've never been on jury. I've never been on, you know, I never. Oh, God. Well, my wife put this permanent marker on here, and you can definitely smell it. You can probably get.
Permanent. It's dry erase.
Well, whatever. This dry
Anyway,
erase.
let's see if you can see this better now.
It.
Yeah, you can. With the skinny pen, you couldn't see it real good. So now it's my turn.
This stuff you can get high off here. Don't sniff markers.
Okay, you ready?
Yes, it's your turn.
Okay. Never have I ever went to jail. I have not.
I have. And I'm not explaining why.
Why?
Well, some people here know, and some people don't, and.
Well, you gotta explain why if you have.
Okay, fine. Because our judge is a little bit sentimental. And thinks that when I was in school I was trying to get a job at OVC. She didn't like that. She sent me back to school, said it's the best way to provide for my family.
He was 18-year-old though.
Yeah, I was 18. I quit school so I could take care of my family. I had just my son at the time. But she said the best way to provide for my family is to go back to school. And then I quit school because I tried to go back to the job, and they made me go back because they said I was truant, and then a lot of bullcrap.
Anyway, she put him in jail for 4 days because he didn't go to school.
Yeah, and I lost my job too. Plus, I had to go back to school for like 6 months. Then I quit again, and then I went to court.
No, I actually went to jail. You didn't have to go back to school.
Oh, that's before that happened. Okay.
Yeah.
But anyways, the point is, I fought with the superintendent for 3 days, argued with him.
But he did get his GED.
Yes, I got my GED that month when the judge told me I was too stupid to do it, and I did it.
Alright, your turn.
Okay, never have I ever been accused of something.
Been accused of what?
Been accused of doing something I didn't do.
I have. Alright, never have I ever shoplifted. Have not.
I have.
You shoplifted?
It was when I was a 3-year-old. My mom told me
Oh,
the story.
that don't count.
Yes, it does.
Well, okay.
It does count. I mean, I was 3, but I don't remember doing it. But I was a kid. I took it. I was 3 years old. I didn't understand, I guess. Took it outside the store. It was only a $3 toy.
But his mom went back and paid for it, so it doesn't count.
Actually, it does at the time, but whatever.
Okay, your turn.
Okay, never have I ever gotten to a fight.
I have. Which fight do you want to talk about?
I shouldn't have done that one.
I know, you got too many.
Okay, you do yours.
Which fight do I want to talk about?
The pinky one.
Well, I got in a fight in 5th grade because this girl called my mom a bad word that I didn't like. And I kind of punched her in the face, and we was standing on top of the bleachers, and she fell down the bleachers and got all bruised up. And then I stubbed my pinky on her face, and I had to wear a cast on my pinky for a little while. And instead of her getting made fun of where she was Miss Popular, I got made fun of for having a broken pinky, and the teachers and everybody called me Pinky for a month.
Well, at least they didn't know about the toilet story and Mr. Friedman.
Well, they do now because you don't know how to shut it down now.
Well,
What fight you want to talk about?
I guess about my mom's abusive boyfriend, Tim. Well, he was abusing my mom, and I kind of knew, but I didn't at the same time, because I knew he was a jerk. I thought he was like verbally abusing or something. Anyways, I got mad because he pointed his finger in my face, and I kind of started choking him, and I slammed him against the wall and broke the wall, and just beat the crap out of him. He also had one of those hippie ponytail hair things in the back, and I just grabbed a hold of it and beat the crap out of him.
Okay, anyways, you beat him up.
Yeah.
My turn. Never have I ever broke a bone. I have. Who hasn't?
Nope. But I fractured ligaments and stuff.
I broke 3 bones at once.
And a car wreck.
Yeah, I got in a car wreck and broke the 3 top bones. Actually, it's more than 3. I broke the 3 top bones in my right foot. I broke my big toe and the toe beside it. I torn all kinds of ligaments, and I had to have 2 surgeries on my foot. And I wasn't able to walk or put complete pressure on it for 3.5 months, so it sucked. And my foot still kind of like pops out more than my other foot, so I caught my hunchback foot.
Yeah, because she can on one shoe she can fit normal and stuff like that, but the other one she has to get another size and a half, not another size and a half, but
a half.
Another half size up because she can't fit it on one shoe.
Yeah, so on one foot my shoe is bigger than the other. It makes me feel weird. I'm sure nobody would like to see that though, so your turn.
I don't know. Never have I ever ditched school. Okay, this story's really good.
Oh my god.
Well, one day, Felicia was hurt because she got in an argument with her stepdad Greg when her mom was married to Greg. And she came to school that day with me and stuff like that. You know, we rode the bus together. And we was in the lunchroom, it was breakfast, and she said that she didn't want to be there anymore. I was like, well, what's wrong? She said Greg and her argued about something, and she got so pissed off, and she just didn't want to be there anymore.
I've never been that mad in my life.
And she said, well, I got a little bit of money, we're going to go, and, you know, we're just going to run off. So, for some reason...
Actually, I wanted to go, but you talked yourself into going with me because you didn't want to go alone. Yeah, I didn't want her going by herself because, you know, she's a girl, she's shorter, and, you know, people think she's younger than anything anyways. And I look older, so I just went with her. And I wanted to protect her. I didn't want nothing to happen to her. But anyways, we ran off. Nobody gave a crap, I guess. We went straight in that parking lot past all the teachers. Actually, they did. Because, like, we went past the parking lot, and instead of walking on the road, we went, like, in the track area and walked through there and out. And there was, like, this boy, like, running the track, and I guess he went in there and told on us. Because they did send one of those, what they call it, SROs?
Yeah, and that's an even funnier part. After we went to a gas station because Felicia had to use the bathroom and stuff, and it was cold that day. It was really cold. We ended up telling this guy, oh, we don't go to school. We're from Ohio. And her name was Michaela Waters, and I forgot what I said my name was, but we lied to this guy.
Mark something.
Anyways, we said we're from Ohio. He's like, well, you guys look familiar.
Yeah, I kept saying we looked familiar, kept offering to take us home, but I didn't want to go home. And we walked the train tracks and everything, and it literally took us, what, 7 hours?
We made it to Strunk, Kentucky.
No, we made it further than that.
No, we made it to Strunk, Kentucky for lunch. They helped us out. I think they thought we was homeless.
I don't know.
Anyways, they gave us a sandwich and some food and stuff like that. It was, if you guys live around here in Macquarie and stuff like that, you guys know of Dick Wilson's? It's an old country store it's like on the road with Bobby Duncan's. It's just further down next going to Tennessee line and stuff, state line. Anyways, They were nice. I think they're out of business now, but they were really nice people. They helped us out even though we were doing
The
something
only
bad.
reason why we ended up going home was because your family picked us up and called your mom on it.
Yeah, we was all in Tennessee. Not to mention that we did some other stuff that we're not going to talk about.
Yeah, we're not telling the whole crap.
But that was pretty.
Because
crazy.
It's like that could like probably get us put in jail.
I mean, we actually.
No more.
No, I was gonna just tell how we just walked on the train tracks and we get caught.
Yeah, like a train was coming and we like went behind this brick wall and waited for it to pass, and it was crazy. It was the most craziest thing me and Michael's ever did together.
Oh yeah, we also hitchhiked.
But at least we got that memory.
We also hitchhiked. We hitchhiked part of the way to Tennessee, and we thought this guy was running from the law because he said, "I'm going to Florida," and I was like, "Well, we just want to go up to here because we just want to know, we just want to get away. We want to go somewhere, and Anyways, he dropped us off at the lodge down there.
It's kind of funny because like he said
no
he
luggage.
was going, but Michael said he looked in the back and there wasn't no
He said that-
suitcases, no nothing, and I'm like,
Yeah, and he said that he didn't care to get us, and
we asked him where he's going.
he said he said he was going to Florida, and he said he was going on vacation just himself. And I looked in the back, and there was nothing on top. He had nothing.
I thought he just said that he was going wherever he was going. Like he was just basically, I'm going wherever I want to go.
No, see, that's the creepy part. No, he said he was going on vacation to Florida, and there was nothing in that car. I was thinking that he was running away from the police or whatever. I don't know.
I have no idea, but it's weird that a person running from the police would pick us up and give us a ride, though.
But yeah, a lot of stuff happened that day. It was crazy, but we don't feel comfortable talking about it because I don't want to, think you guys are, you guys think we're bad people or whatever. But we did some crazy stuff, like.
And we was only in high school. These kids.
I was a freshman, she was a senior, so we didn't know what the hell we did.
Anyways, is it my turn or yours?
Yours, because I'm going to talk about this whole story about district school. So, like.
Oh yeah, you brought it up. Okay. Never have I ever.
Nothing perverted.
I'm not. I don't know what to say. Do you got a good one?
Yeah. I guess.
What is it?
Never have I ever farted out loud in class.
Shockingly, I have not. Have you?
Nope. But if you don't got another one, I got another one too.
What?
Never have I ever busted my pants in class.
I have not. Have you?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
We're
it was...
fans. When Baby came around and put him down.
Okay.
SpongeBob turned into a clown. And no girl ever wants to dance with the boy.
Okay, so it was in 4th grade.
Ripped his pants.
So it was in 4th grade, and it was like the last day of school. And they said we have a free day or whatever, a field day, whatever you call it. Anyways, I went to sit down in the floor for some reason, and I guess we was watching movies and doing whatever. And I sit down, and as I was sitting down, it busted right up in my crotch area.
Oh, what'd you do? What'd you do?
From the back end. At first I tried to hide it with my coat and stuff, and then, people saw it, and then the teacher said, I told my teacher about it, and then, he told me to go to the Lost and Found, and I got me some church pants. Yeah, it was embarrassing.
I say it was. I'll tell you what, it was an embarrassing story for me. Starting my period in 4th grade at school, that was very embarrassing. Anyways, never have I ever bullied somebody.
Well, does my sister count?
No. Somebody at school, have you ever bullied them?
Well, probably. I don't remember.
I have not. Shockingly, I have not. I was more of the person getting bullied than bullying.
Same about me too, because I used to get bullied because of my birthmark.
Okay. never have I ever got stitches.
I was supposed to get stitches, but I didn't. Okay, the reason why I was supposed to get stitches is because when I was younger, I was like 3 or 4, and I sit in this old chair that looked like it was about broke down anyways, and the seat that you put, when you sit on the part where you sit on and whatever, I fell right through it, and there's a nail or a screw sticking right out of it, and my leg got caught in it, and it kind of just jammed in there, and it went like this. When my leg was going down like this, the nail just kind of scraped my skin like that.
Well, the only reason why I've had stitches is because when I told you I had to have 2 surgeries on my foot, they had to stitch my foot back together. So, but it was only a stitch like that big.
I got one now. Never have I ever fell off a car or anything that's mobile.
Oh, yeah. And that's mobile. That would count as me.
I have.
So does it count if you're being drug off of it?
Yes, because you kind of, well, sort of, yeah. You fell off.
Okay,
of it.
so me and my stepdad was riding on this, like, what do you call those trailer things?
Yeah,
Big
was
tractor.
was it in a 4-wheeler or something? What was
It was a lawnmower with like a trailer thing.
It was one of those racing lawnmowers,
Connected
faster than
to
a
it.
regular lawnmower, and it was fast enough and whatever, and it kind of jerked, and she was on the back with her stepdad, Greg, at the time, and
We was on the like trailer thing, hooked up on the back of it, standing there while they was giving us a ride down the road. And Greg's like, watch it, they're gonna be stupid. And I guess Greg got scared because he grabs my arm and jumps off the dang thing. And then me and him's rolling down the highway. And oh God, it hurt. Like, falling and landing on the highway is the worst feeling ever. I don't know how I didn't bust up anything. It hurt so bad.
well, my thing was even stupider. Okay, well, yours was too, because I don't know why I grabbed you, but the thing about me though is I was the one that was being stupid because I was trying to keep my brother. For some reason, I don't know why I was just being stupid. I think I was just trying to pull a prank on him, but I jumped on top of his car while he was backing up, and I bounced off. And I fell on gravels and fell and rolled down the hill a little bit and skinned myself up.
Okay, never have I ever gotten drunk. I have.
I have too. Now, we're going to talk about our first time getting drunk. That would be the best time to talk about it,
Why?
because I got a good one.
Okay.
Well, when I first got drunk, okay, it was a doozy. It was when I was 17, and
Probably shouldn't have mentioned that age.
it don't matter. I'm 21 now. What are they gonna do? Get me for drunken minorism or something? I don't know. Anyways, they can't do nothing about it anyways, because whatever.
Okay.
But I was 17, and it was a bunch of people that were around. I forgot their names. It was a big, chunky farmer man, and skinny Whittler Woodman, and my mom and my brother and his woman and my sister Carrie.
What about me?
You wasn't there.
Yes, I was.
No, you wasn't. No, you wasn't. It was during the time when.
Whatever.
It was
Okay.
because we was all drinking whiskey out of a flask,
Well, go ahead.
and before that, I was drinking rum and coke with my mom because she was upset about my dad when he was drinking that. And then night came along and we started drinking whiskey out of a flask, passing around like one of those Indian cigarette things. And we did all that and we got drunk and I had blasts. Everybody was playing poker and we was up dancing around and having a good time. It was really a good story.
Yeah, without me.
Honey, it was...
Wasn't missing me at all.
I was missing you. I was just having a good time finally in a few weeks. It was during that time when...
I know what time it
That stupid
was,
stuff
but
happened.
still, you didn't miss me. Apparently.
I missed you. It was just that it made me feel good. You know how stuff makes you feel good on the inside? The last emotion you do before you get drunk is what you usually feel. And I try to have a good time, and I just wanted to have a good time because I wanted to be a good person.
Okay, your turn.
No, you didn't tell your story. You didn't tell your story about it. You have a story.
The only story I had was the first time I got drunk was when your mom took me to the bar when I turned 21, and
Is this the part where you was throwing up his
no, that was the other time she took me when Danny did that.
Oh.
But this time we was just
Drinking out the bar?
I did throw up that night because we was having fun and stuff, and I started getting really dizzy. And I
How come?
and laid in the car for a minute, and she went to go check on me, and I was throwing up.
How come you don't throw up? And I don't throw up until the next morning because that's because I probably eat and I'm not supposed to, but I do.
Well, I think that's what it was, because I didn't really eat nothing both those times. Because the other times when I do it, I wouldn't throw up at all if I ate anything.
Well, see, I didn't throw up till the next morning because I think I ate too much. Because when I'm drunk, I don't care. But being drunk is fun, but it is not worth it when you wake up with that hangover, unless you're drinking like tomato juice or something or caffeine.
And Michael's been so retarded that he would wake up and be like, "Honey, how do I get all these bruises on my body?"
Anyways, don't do it as a kid. Just, you gotta be legal and everything like that. Just do that. I know I did, but don't do it.
Hey, your turn.
Never have I ever done drugs.
Have not.
Have not. Don't believe in it. Yes, I did drink when I was younger, but I do not believe in drugs.
Never have I ever smoked cigarettes.
Have not. I attempted though.
He tried, I wouldn't let him. I'm a smoker and I won't let him do it. Okay, your turn.
Never have I ever tried weed.
Have not.
Have not.
Never have I ever shit my pants.
What? You have.
No, I haven't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Well, okay.
I didn't shit my pants. When did I shit my pants?
Yes, you did.
When?
Yes, you did.
When?
When you were drunk, you couldn't make it in the bathroom in time. And, I mean, you did, but you did. It's kind of like, you kind of leaked a little bit on it. And then...
I don't remember the story.
It's okay. It's okay, guys, but I got a good one. Never have I ever, stole something.
I already did that one.
No, you did.
Shoplifting.
I'm talking about stealing something, just in general, not just shoplifting out of store. I have. I have too.
What'd you steal?
Let's say, I'm going to be very particular about this. Oh God.
What was it?
I probably shouldn't have mentioned this one, but I'm going to do it anyways. So anyways, I don't know what to say. I'm just going to say, I'm not going to make something up, but I'm just going to leave out a lot of details and just say a couple things. Me and my brother went to a house. We took something.
Oh!
And, no one was there.
No, Michael, you gotta tell that story.
No.
It's so freaking hilarious. So? Oh, I thought you was talking about the time you taught your mom and everybody in the going to take stuff out of that house.
No.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Alright. I stole something in 2nd grade. I stole a jacket off of another kid. And then I would, like, you know, do those reading 180 tests on the books, and I'd lie and say I passed them so I can get a piece of candy, and obviously I failed them.
Well, technically that ain't stealing, but the jacket thing, yes. The jacket was a steal, but the other stuff was not stealing, because technically they gave it to you. But I wouldn't tell my story. My story does not end there. Me and my brother took it back to my place with my wife and his wife being up there at our house.
We're not doing that story.
And,
we're not doing that story. Seriously.
Why?
Because you just said you didn't want somebody finding out. And they will if you continue that story, so stop.
They don't know. They ain't telling them anything. I said went to a house. I didn't say what. Anyways, we got rid of the evidence and yada yada yada. Anyways.
It technically wasn't stealing though.
No, it wasn't. Yeah, sure.
If you knew the real story, you'd know why, but we're not going there. Okay, never have I ever
ain't stealing because what was in that thing that we took was actually money damage.
Never have I ever got my car wrecked.
Which one do you want to tell? The one about you and your foot?
They already know the one about my foot, so I guess we'll tell the one together. When we was in the car with Jaden when he was a baby.
How about this? I tell him mine, and then you tell him that. Which
I already told him the foot one.
No, I got one more before yours.
Oh.
Alright.
Well, basically, we was in our car with Jaden. He was a 3-month-old baby, and we was turning to go up to the mall down there in Oneida. And this woman just flat on hits into the side of my car. And we started spinning around and stuff, and Jaden was screaming, and I didn't like it.
And me, I was just having a blast.
Yeah, he's just being stupid.
You know that song, You Spin Me Right Round, Baby, like a broken record, you know? Anyways, I had that in my head. But yeah, I was mad too, so we talked to her. She said that she couldn't see the turning signal. But here's the thing, I noticed that she was on her phone. She was on her phone. She wouldn't pay attention to the turning signal. She said that she didn't see it because the light was in her turning signal.
Yeah, she said the sun was in her eyes.
Yeah, and then yeah, but anyways, we got money out of it, but it wouldn't enough to repair our car because we only had liability. But still, that woman, she don't need to be on the road. If they're watching this, you don't need to be on the road.
I started cussing her out because I was mad because of my baby, but then she's like, "No, I'm sorry, honey, I didn't mean it. And if a woman's being nice to you, you're gonna quit cussing them out because you're gonna feel
and
bad."
I got one story too here that's like on the same thing. Me and her's at Walmart, and we was both backing out, and this other person across the road had the same idea, and
yeah, like we were literally across from each other, I guess, where we couldn't see each other, and we just barely hit each other's butts, like.
And they just came out yelling and says, "You destroyed my car!"
Yeah, they saying, "There's a scratch, there's a scratch." And I'm like, "Oh my God, can we just go? It didn't do nothing to our cars."
And then, we were still sitting there, and he's like, "Okay, fine." And he's like, "Fine, we ain't doing anything." And then, he just left, and then we still sitting there because we were still talking about it. And they came back and says, "You're not calling the cops, are you?" And then he finally noticed that we had kids in the back of the car. And then he's like, "Oh no, they're gonna sue us and stuff because I guess apparently something like that can happen. I guess I don't know." And he's like, "No, we're not calling the cops. We're just sitting here because we're sitting here."
And then they left.
But anyways, my story, that was just another side story that I was telling you. That's another wreck we was in. I just wanted to tell you anyways. The wreck involved me and my wife. We was not me and my wife, oh my God. It does involve her though, but directly, indirectly. We were taking her home because her mom wanted her back because it was snowing and it was a bad snow day. Even though we shouldn't even been on the roads, I think we should have just, left her there because it was dangerous. Because on the way back, after we took her home, me and my sisters and my mom were in her truck and we spun around and we hit a tree on the way. It was on black ice and everything. It was on the road. It was next to Bobby Duncan's. We hit a tree next to Bobby Duncan's. We actually spin. And of course, me as I am, had fun with that wreck too, because we spinned, I love spinning around. To me, I thought it was like a carnival ride. And after the wreck was done and over and we hit that tree, I looked at my mom and I said to her, "Let's do it again." I know I'm crazy, but you live life.
But that's going to conclude this video. If you did like this video, ahead of time we'll think of more questions instead of not really knowing what to ask to make it better. So if you guys would like a part 2, we could do that.
Comment down below and let us know what you think. Leave a like if you want more of this stuff. And it's been Inflation Michael here.